Young's on Claiborne, and Young's on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview. Young's Dry Cleaning. Call 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The
Pretty cool. Today's episode, we're dedicating the show to Fonzie, author Fonzarelli. All kidding aside, Henry Winkler making a comeback. He's a hit star. Once again, bigger than Fonzie ever was, maybe. Well, maybe not that big. Where's Drew Brees when you need him? There it is. Thank you, Mr. Drew Brees, for bailing us out. Yeah, you right. Corey Johnson back at you. Hey, thanks for finding us. Your drive time home a little bit after 4 o'clock. Maybe set the alarm on your phone, huh? Or subscribe to our YouTube page, our YouTube channel, I should say. And you'll get a little reminder around this time each day that the Neutral Ground's cranking up. Yeah, that's right. On radio, on television, on YouTube. We want you there each and every day. Spread the word. Tell your friends and family. Thanks for finding us. Oh, so fine. 93.9 FM. 93.9 FM. Thanks for finding us. New Orleans' own 107.9 FM. 107.9 FM. We're on a sneaky, powerful little AM signal that you can take with you on the road to like Baton Rouge, I-12 corridor, North Shore and beyond, southern Mississippi, southern Alabama, even into the panhandle of Florida, 600 AM. 600 AM, yeah, you right. You know, this talk radio program is simulcast live on the television set. You can pull up to your driveway, walk into your house, and watch the show on TV. Cox Channel 4 television all over Louisiana. If you have Cox TV and you're in Louisiana, I'm there weekday afternoons at 4. You Charter Spectrum TV subscribers, check me out on Charter Channel 333, Spectrum 333. Live streaming, CoreyTalks.com. Take it to the hunting blind, the gym, the jog, the gardening, the tennis courts, whatever you're doing, golf. CoreyTalks.com live streaming. And yeah, I mentioned YouTube. We're on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Doesn't cost a nickel. Corey Johnson, Neutral Ground. Click to subscribe. You can also link up with our YouTube channel at CoreyTalks.com. Yeah, you right. Jason, a.k.a. the Ragin' Cajun, behind the glass. Jason, a.k.a. the Ragin' Cajun, a.k.a. the Man in Black, a.k.a. the Heat Magnet. And yes, another summer-like day. Not quite as brutal as yesterday, but pretty darn close. I don't know if it feels like over 100. Let me do a little checkarooski for you. It's 90. It's going to be close. Oh, no, only feels like 93 because humidity's at 42%. Thank you. I thought it was a little more tolerable than yesterday where it felt like $103. It was summertime, July, August yesterday. Today's more like late August, early September, but yes, summer-ish out there. We're just a few weeks away. We should be breaking out of this in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Jettison that bad boy for a good 5 months, that heat and humidity, huh? Hey, this 4 o'clock hour this afternoon brought to you by Helm Paint and Decorating. New Orleanians that know, natives or official New Orleanians that know Helm Paint and Decorating. 7 locations, East Bank, West Bank, North Shore. They're all over. Gretna, New Orleans, Metairie, Kenner, Mandeville, Hammond. There's a Helm Paint and Decorating near you, but it's 2022. You can go online, go to the Helm website, check out Benjamin Moore's full line of colors. Pick the color you like. Call in the order. They'll bring it to you. Free 2-hour delivery in Metro New Orleans. Or I sent my guys to the drive-thru on Earhart. Scooped it up over there, the legendary Earhart at Carrollton location behind the Rockin' Bowl. Yeah, when it's time to paint in Metro New Orleans, do it once, do it right. New Orleanians know. Helm, paint, and decorating. That goes in the old no-brainer category. The old no-brainer category. Speaking of Earhart and Carrollton, we were talking about the Popeyes that's all boarded up. They've been selling fried chicken out of there for like 75 years, literally. When I was a little boy, it was Jim's, famous for fried chicken. And I think maybe that Triangle Oriental out there on Jefferson Highway, that might have been Jim's somewhere out there, right? One of you old timers will tell me where that other Jim's famous for fried chicken location was. I think it was Jefferson Highway out in that direction near the UEP. Rouse's Markets phone lines, 504-766-9480. Didn't plan that, but I'll toss it in the Woodhouse Day Spot trivia question. Throw out a $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificate. Where was that second Jim's famous fried chicken location on Jefferson Highway? Rouse's Markets phone line, 766-9480. But I digress, regress, whatever. Carrollton at Earhart, they've been serving fried chicken for like 75 years. Jim's famous for fried chicken. Then they tore that down and put up that Popeyes that's on Earhart and Carrollton to this day. And that Popeyes on Earhart and Carrollton has been there for 40 plus years. 40 plus years. Now, down the street by G&O Cyclery, by Lebanon's Cafe, about 50 yards from Lebanon's Cafe, by that Chevron station, there used to be a little Popeyes there. Hell, there used to be a little Popeyes pop-up everywhere, huh? My God, where wasn't there a Popeyes in New Orleans at one time? There must have been 50 Popeyes locations in like Orleans Parish at its peak. You sneak around any corner, there'd be a Popeyes. It didn't even have to be on a corner. There were some Popeyes like in the middle of the block, anywhere they could put it. Anywhere they could put it, like that one on Carrollton. I remember there was one like on Jackson Avenue off Magazine, about 50 feet. Anyway, that Popeye's chicken, someone sent us an email last week for you callers. I got someone else following up with an email. What about the Popeyes? Someone told me there was a fire there, sent me a little link to a Fox 8 story. So they're remodeling that Popeyes. It could be closed for as long as 6 months. Hey, New Orleans, hate getting into this. New Orleans, the official murder capital of the United States. 208 murders so far. 52 murders per 100,000. That's a little over 5 for every 10,000. That's a murder for every 2,000 of us. There's a 1 in 2,000 chance you're going to get murdered living in New Orleans. Higher murder rate than St. Louis. 52 murders per 100,000. St. Louis is second at 45. Now, way back on the list, everybody freaks out about Chicago. Chicago has 18 murders per 100,000. New Orleans has like 3 times Chicago's murder rate. New York City, 3.5 murders per 100,000. New Orleans murder rate is 15 times greater than New Orleans. New Orleans' murder rate 15 times greater than New York City. It's insane. Last night, 9 p.m., New Orleans East I-10, man fatally shot. I-10 near Chef exit. Crazy. Trash hasn't been picked up for over 2 weeks in some parts of the 7th Ward. Crazy. Jefferson Parish judge throwing down the law, sentencing a 16-year-old in that vicious armed robbery carjacking in Harahan. 55 years in jail. Hour of jury deliberations. This was just cut and dried in Jefferson Parish, sending out a message. Jason Williams may be doing the same. Let's head to Uptown New Orleans. Rouse's Markets phone line, 766-9480. Jay is in Uptown New Orleans. What up, Jay?
Hey, Corey. How you doing, buddy?
Doing well, man. How about you?
Good. I just wanted to circle back on Jim's Fried Chicken. I can remember growing up uptown, and going to gyms. And one of the unique aspects of that fried chicken, guess what they used in their
batter?
Batter?
No, I have no clue. What?
Buttermilk and cornflakes.
Huh. Wow.
Buttermilk and
Cornflakes.
Tom Fitzmaurice, way back when he was on the radio, used to comment all the time. It was some of the best fried chicken he had ever had.
Yeah, that's what they said. They were famous for fried chicken. Yeah, I remember the Carrollton at Earhart. Do you remember the Jefferson Highway location?
I have no idea that one, but it was. I remember going with parents over to the Carrollton and Earhart, and it would take forever.
No, I bet you probably fried to order, or just a lot of people waiting. Hey, Jay, in Uptown, hang on. Going to tighten you up with a $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificate. I like going down memory lane with the gyms famous for fried chicken. Rafael Goyeneche next.
The Woodhouse Day Spa, the premier day spa experience, now with 4 area locations. Canal at Carrollton, on the North Shore and Slidell, in Baton Rouge by the Mall of Louisiana, and now in Metairie, West Esplanade at Transcontinental. The Woodhouse Day Spa.
For home surveillance, it's Tommy's Lock and Alarms, with high-definition night vision surveillance systems, letting you see what's going on. Home surveillance that's smart, safe, secure. Tommy's Lock and Alarms. Google them.
Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen.
The Lamarck Automotive Collision Center, it's open now. We fix cars and trucks. We do all makes and models, and it doesn't have to be a Ford or a Lincoln. It could be whatever you're driving. 32,000 square feet under roof, now open at 3101 Williams Boulevard. It's all about you, the customer, getting the most for your dollar. I would say the most perfect collision center anyway. The Lamarck Automotive Collision Center, 3101 Williams Boulevard. Go check it out.
Rouse's Market is hiring. With 65 stores, full or part-time employment, and flexible scheduling, Rouse's has a job for you, or maybe even a career. Apply at any Rouse's store or online at rouses.com.
This is what Drew Brees thinks about Super Discount Store in Chalmette. Actually, Brees doesn't think at all about Super Discount Store, but they do have the lowest prices allowed by Louisiana law for beer, alcohol, and wine. Super Discount Store in Chalmette. Super Discount Store!
Scott Craig of Katie's Restaurant.
All of my ingredients are fresh. Nothing comes out of a can here. Nothing. All of our seafood is Louisiana. All of our vegetables are Louisiana vegetables. It's a neighborhood restaurant.
Katie's in Mid-City.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralocks, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralocks technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralocks is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
Young's Dry Cleaning has free pickup and delivery. That's right. Young's Dry Cleaning has absolutely free pickup and delivery. Home or office, East Bank or West Bank. Call Young's at 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
Total maintenance keeps you cool. NolaAC.com, no cool spots. NolaAC.com, no cool spots.
The Port of New Orleans Napoleon Terminal is nearly doubling in size, with 4 new gantry cranes being installed and over $100 million being invested. That means lots of new jobs, port traffic, and tax dollars for the city. The Port of New Orleans, your port.
Greater New Orleans, a destination for learning. With 13 colleges and universities and a booming job market, Greater New Orleans is the ultimate destination for your higher education. Your path to the future begins in Greater New Orleans. Find out more at studynola.com.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on magazine, as unique as you.
When you think of Fury's restaurant in Metairie, you think about fresh local fish like flounder, snapper, and speckled trout, fried, broiled, or grilled. Fury's restaurant in Metairie. Fury's is good, open till 9, too. Corey Johnson with you on a Tuesday afternoon, 93.9 FM, 107.9 FM. We're on TV. We're on YouTube. Check out our YouTube channel. Click to subscribe. Rafael Goyeneche is about 60 seconds away. Ed is in Metairie, a.k.a. New Orleans West. Home of traffic, lots and lots of traffic. What up, Ed, in Metairie?
Yeah, I just wanted to make a comment about the crime rate, not just the murder rate, but the crime rate in general. I used to bring the inmates to Charity Hospital for all these parish sheriff's offices, call it sit down, or they had to go for appointments. You know, we gave them good treatment, whether they believe it or not. They got better treatment for their health reasons than they did at home because we brought them. We had to bring them. So they went. So we had a black nurse, young. She would be real nice to these inmates, and nothing wrong with being nice to the inmates. I was nice to them also, but she was a little overboard, and I can't say what she did and stuff like that because it gets a little out there. But I explained it to her. These are inmates, and they don't respect you for that. They take advantage of you. Her response was, well, my brother, my dad, and my uncle are in jail. If I love them, I don't look at inmates like you do. So they don't respect not respect, but they don't revere jail like we do. We hate going to jail in my society. They look at it as it's just another bump in the road.
Oh, no, there's certain folks in America, in the world, black, white, yellow, green, whatever. It's just right. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. There's some people that they don't revere
going to jail, so they figure just go to jail for a few. And some of them have it.
Well, I don't think anyone like folks say like they like jail. Like if you opened up the jail, they'd stay. If you open up all the jail and you could just walk out and be free, they'd stay. There's no one like that on the planet that would stay in the jail. No one wants to be in jail. But no, I get
99% of them would leave. Don't get me wrong.
No. You bring up a great analogy, Ed. Just the point you made was really good. Thanks for the phone call, Ed, in Metairie. Rafael Goyeneche joins us from the Metropolitan Crime Commission. How are you, Rafael?
I'm fine, Corey. How about you?
Doing well. I'd love to get. I'm waiting on the day. It's coming soon. I hope maybe a few months where I'll be like, Rafael, some good news. The trends are heading in the other direction, but right now they continue to go in the wrong direction. This isn't what we want to see. I mean, New York Post has stories about New Orleans all the time. Like they must have a reporter that, focus in on New Orleans and Louisiana, Baton Rouge. There's crazy murders down there. LSU student, the crazy mayor doing stuff. So, I mean, that's like a national publication. Then you see it in USA Today, national news. New Orleans official murder capital of the United States. New Orleans #1 in per capita murders. Fill us in on the latest.
Well, so we put out our crime bulletins report, and the national media is picking it up, and they're plugging our numbers in and computing it on a per capita basis. That's the way that we're in the unenviable position of being the murder capital of the United States right now. But more importantly, the silver lining, we've been putting these reports out since, late spring, early summer of 2020. And every year, all of the violent crime categories have gotten worse. And corresponding with the increase in crime is the decrease in available officers. So finally, in, the last month or so, there is outrage in the community, and this has been building really since the first of the year with the public. And it finally boiled over to the point that the Crime Coalition was created. 400 groups have come together, in a matter of months and put forth a united platform calling for public safety for citizens that includes more police officers. How do you get more police? You pay them more money. That helps with recruitment. It helps with retention. We've been calling for that since the summer of 2020 when we started to see these trends. They were ignored by the political leadership, but the collective voice of the public has now reached a crescendo that they are no longer being ignored by the political leadership. That's why a few weeks ago the mayor canceled her trip to Singapore and announced that she was going to embed herself in the police department. That's why the mayor has reached out to the same consulting group that was here in the mid-90s when Richard Pennington was the superintendent to come up with a plan to help New Orleans once again dig our way out of being the murder capital of the United States. So the sad point is that this situation would not be this dire, it would not be this bad if the political leadership had stepped up and done the right thing in 2020 or even in 2021. So the fact that it's September of 2022 and we have yet to approve all of these raises, I think is, an indication of the level of failure that I'm talking about by our political leadership. But the only reason these options are on the table right now is because the public has demanded it. And I think the reports that we've been putting out now for 3 years are driving the public cry for more resources for public safety. So that's the good thing. Now the dog is wagging the tail. The dog is the public. The public is demanding of their elected officials that their right to feel safe is just as important as the mayor's right to feel safe when she's traveling abroad riding in first class. So the public has been forgotten for 3 years. Now it's a priority because the collective voices of the public are demanding that something be done about it.
Rafael Goyeneche is with us from the Metropolitan Crime Commission. Yeah, I love this New Orleans coalition. It really represents New Orleans. It's black and white and old, young, Republican, Democrat, hardliners, newcomers. It's got everybody. It's hard to say there's some group not represented, and it's open for anyone to join. So a group that doesn't feel represented is free to join and influence the New Orleans Crime Coalition. So that's fantastic. It's sort of sad it has to come to that, Rafael, where this gumbo coalition needs to come forward to represent the people, to nudge the politicians we already elected to do their job. So we're at that point, and the dog is wagging the tail. The mayor,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say that public safety is not a dividing issue. It's a uniting issue. Everybody wants to feel safe. Not just, it's not just, a particular gender or race or political party affiliation or economic status.
That's right.
Everybody wants to feel safe in their neighborhoods. So it's a fundamental uniting factor, not a dividing factor. And that's why this coalition was so easy to come together. It just coalesced because there was a common goal by the general public that their right to public safety has been ignored by their political leadership for the past 2.5 years. And they demanded something be done about it, and now something is being done about it.
Now, the dog's tail is wagging, but I was going to say the mayor, the council, they're lagging behind still. I don't seem to see this incredible sense of urgency, top of mind, let's get it done yesterday mentality. Everybody seems to, have that for about 24, 36 hours, saying the right stuff politically, and then fading right back into the slow mode again.
Well, so if these pay raises get held up, if and I'm not saying that maybe there needs to be some tweaks, because not only do you need to pay officers more money, but you need to pay them money that you can afford to sustain.
Yep.
So we have this federal money. It's one-time money. And we need to take a look at some of the benefits that are being offered to make sure that once this federal money goes away, the city still has the ability to pay these benefits to officers, because it'd be devastating if we take these benefits away from officers
you can't
over the next 2 to 3 years.
No, we're infamous of building things, fixing something, and then we don't have the money after we've done that to maintain it and keep it that way. I mean, there are too many examples, and now it can't be done with the police. Rafael Goyeneche is with us. Hey, Rafael, when you talked about tweaks and the like, Ronald Surpass was on the program last week, and I'm not going to saying he was not impressed would be, I think, a little strong, but he thought the, that 9-page, 50-plus recommendation summary by Picardo and Conforti and Linder Group, he thought, and I kind of mentioned this too, he said proactively, there wasn't enough proactive. It's still a little reactive. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I've spoken to Ronnie Surpass too. And I intend to speak with the consultants a little bit later on in that plan. And that was, I don't know if plan is the right word. It was
a summary.
So what these consultants came in, interviewed a bunch of people, made a quick assessment, and put that out. And a lot of it is bullet points.
Yep.
So I agree, that there is not enough talk about proactive policing, but there is an area in there that talks about identifying I think the term that they use,
the crime hotspots, the high crime.
The 10 worst people in each police district. So that's 80 people. If you can identify who the 10 worst people are in each district and begin to develop evidence to arrest, prosecute, and convict them, you can start to show meaningful results, particularly from a violent crime perspective.
Well, you said it best a few weeks ago, Rafael, you get 50% reduction in just the 5th and 7th districts alone. You reduce crime there by 50%. You reduce crime by 25% in the city. We're going to take a quick break. More with Rafael next.
Kanye West was seen shopping at Super Discount Store in Chalmette.
I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Nike, Google.
Okay, I think Kanye was talking about something else entirely. Super Discount Store on Paris Road in Chalmette.
The Port of New Orleans Napoleon Terminal is nearly doubling in size, with 4 new gantry cranes being installed and over $100 million being invested. That means lots of new jobs, port traffic, and tax dollars for the city. The Port of New Orleans, your port.
Custom window treatments can enhance the look and value of your home. At Helm Paint and Decorating, we're proud to offer custom plantation-style window shutters by Scandia. Perfect for any window, including large frames, French doors, sliding doors, and arches. American-made SL300 shutters are available in many colors to match your personal decor. We'll come out to measure, and you'll receive fast delivery. Plus, they're virtually maintenance-free.
Helm Paint and Benjamin Moore. Let us steer you in the right direction.
Helm Paint and Supply.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralocks, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralocks technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralocks is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
Enjoy outdoor dining on the streetcar line, under the oak trees, Lebanon's Cafe, the finest in Middle Eastern cuisine, Carrollton at Jeanette, Lebanon's Cafe.
Tommy's Lock and Alarms is now hiring service and installation technicians. Great benefits, great pay, take-home vehicle. Apply today. Tommy'sLockandAlarms.com.
River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NoAC.com, your cool spot. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NolaAC.com, the cool spot.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on Magazine, as unique as you.
Come to Fausto's Italian Bistro. Age-old Italian recipes like the calamari fritti or spaghetti and meatballs. Lunch Monday to Friday, dinner Monday to Saturday. 530 Vets, a block before Dorignax. Fausto's Italian Bistro.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this Lamarck Automotive Complex, there's something called Quick Lane. Tires, wheel alignments, struts, servicing your transmission. We're doing all makes and models. It doesn't have to have been purchased from us. It's for you. It handles your lifestyle with your budget in mind. And we want to get you in and out as quick as possible. Quick Lane, you got to come see it. You're going to love the experience. Right there at Williams Boulevard in Kenner.
Did you know Rouse's sells only Angus beef? Angus beef's natural marbling means more succulence and flavor. Whether you choose Rouse's USDA Prime, Choice, or Select, it'll be only Angus beef when you get it at Rouse's. Tastes like home.
Hey, Fausto's Bistro opens up at 5 o'clock. They'll go till 9 p.m. tonight, 10 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. Dinner tonight, some of the city's best Sicilian and Italian, Fausto's Italian Bistro on Vet. So good, you will not be disappointed. Rafael Goyeneche is with us again from the Metropolitan Crime Commission. Hey, Rafael, instead of doing this at the end, let's do it now while we have some time. How can folks, maybe if they have a crime tip they want to tell you about, how can they get in touch with the Metropolitan Crime Commission? And how can folks get these, twice a week now, email blasts of the latest crime statistics and the like?
Right. So all you have to do is give us your email address. You can do that by calling the office at 504-524-3148 or go to metrocrime.org. and register there. There's no charge to receive the email blasts. I just gave a talk at Rocky and Carlos to the Kiwanis Group in St. Bernard this afternoon, and I probably came back with about 8 or 10 people that asked to be included in our email blast list. So it's as simple as just asking. Either call us, 524-3148. That's 504-524-3148, or metrocrime.org. You can also provide us with some information about ethical, administrative, or criminal wrongdoing in the public sector, either anonymously or by calling the office as well. You can do it from our website and submit the information to us. I just ask that if you want to remain anonymous, just contact us again in case we have some questions.
Yep.
About the information that you supplied. Maybe wait a couple of days and then contact us. So we don't have any way of identifying who is submitting information to us anonymously. So we may have some questions that need some clarification. If we can't talk to you, it may limit our ability to pursue the information you're providing to us.
Rafael Goyeneche is with us, Metropolitan Crime Commission. So, Rafael, that 10-day analysis, the 50-plus recommendations, 9-page summary, it was a macro type thing. You're expecting...
Right, and that is a starting point. So as they get in here and they start to figure out what the capabilities are in the police department, they start to learn more about the police department, its capabilities, its strengths, its weaknesses. That is not a plan etched in granite. That is on a grease board. And they're going to alter it and tweak it. And so it's not a hard, fast document that they're not going to deviate from. They're not going to, try and run through a brick wall if there's a better way to achieve a better result in a quicker amount of time.
Now, this, I guess, will get implemented with Ferguson and the mayor. This doesn't require any council input, correct? But the benefits package, the financing will require council approval, correct? It's two different things.
Exactly. So the consultants are being paid by private contributions. So the business sector is essentially funding the consultants to assist the police department. And they would not be here if they didn't have the blessing of the mayor and the superintendent. So this is not contingent upon city council approval. It is already underway. There's been significant dollars, I'm told, raised. And the consultants are fully engaged in working with the New Orleans Police Department.
Now, I think this is all fantastic. It's not perfect. I'm sure there'll be some things that don't work. It'll need tweaking. I like that there's an effort and a change in plan and something new and different, a refocus, more cops on the street. This is all great. Let's hope it is great. What about the DA? Because I would think that's as important a spoke on the wheel as the NOPD. And then what about the judges, these hyper woke judges, Rafael? I mean, you fix the police department, and I don't know, the DA looks like he's coming around. You get the DA doing the right stuff. You get these judges doing the right stuff. Then we have a chance. If we just fix the NOPD, which is going to be hard to do, and the DA and the judges aren't on board, we're not really going anywhere, are we?
Well, you're right. So the system is only as strong as its weakest components. And if any component breaks down along the way or doesn't do their job effectively and efficiently, it undermines all of the efforts. So we've been issuing on Wednesdays reports, a prosecutions bulletin. So we track all of the felony arrests by the New Orleans Police Department. And I'm relying on my memory right now, but there are a little over 2,500 felony arrests by the New Orleans Police Department. Last week, year to date, we haven't released this week's report yet on prosecutions. So about 2,500 felony offenders, about 35% of those arrests were for violent felonies. Yet only 10% of the violent felonies that closed in criminal district court year to date were for violent felonies guilty as charged. Over 57% of the violent felony cases were resolved either as a dismissal or a misdemeanor plea deal. So I've met with the DA recently. And
real quick, Rafael, that basically says, hey, commit a violent crime in New Orleans, and there's a 2 out of 3 chance it'll be reduced from a violent crime.
Well, exactly.
2 out of 3.
So only 10% are either being convicted or pleading guilty as charged.
That's
Part
crazy.
of the reason for that is some of the absolute policies that the DA has followed. And we've seen him abandon some of his campaign policies where he said he was never going to charge a juvenile as an adult. He's done that. Last week, he charged the first juvenile as an adult with a non-homicide event, the attempt murder of the carjacking victim.
The Bridge City guys,
Exactly. So he's recognizing that his absolute policies that he talked about to the people of the city of New Orleans. So he's changed that policy. He's changed his policy about never using material witness warrants. He now uses them in selective cases. He's changed his policies about advocating for high bail for violent offenders. He's now doing that. The last policy that I think he needs to revisit and abandon is his absolute policy on never invoking the habitual offender statute. I've spoken to him about that, and you cannot deal in absolutes as a prosecutor.
Exactly. Each case
you have to use every available tool, and you make decisions on a case-by-case basis.
Yep.
So I think that, he's been there about a year and a half now. He had never been a prosecutor. And I think his eyes have been opened.
Yeah.
And he's receptive to, revisiting some of his policies.
Have the judge's eyes been opened?
Some of them, his eyes have remained open. It's not the entire court. There are some judges over there that are new to the bench that are still learning. And unfortunately, when they make a mistake, somebody pays a dear price for that.
Yep.
And they're judges, and they're going to be judges for a 6-year term. So we need the DA's office to be the advocate out there. And if a judge applies poor discretion and the crime commission finds out about it, we will call them out for it. But a lot of the cases that offenders are released on, the police don't necessarily arrest them every time they commit an offense, because as the numbers of officers go down, the likelihood of being arrested diminishes with the dwindling numbers of police officers. So, the police don't make an arrest in every criminal event, and unfortunately, we have a small percentage of the people that have probably been arrested, and then they're back out on the streets and they're continuing to offend and prey upon the public. We just have to wait for the police to arrest them so that we can document that they have reoffended again, and maybe use the shame factor to get judges to post appropriate bail going forward.
Yep. Rafael, kind of to wrap things up, New Orleans right now at 52 murders per 100,000, the murder capital of the United States. Not a good sign when we're lumped in with St. Louis, Baltimore, Detroit, and multiple cities in Brazil, Mexico, and Venezuela. And that's how it is right now.
Well, the numbers are actually a little bit worse. We've had 2 homicides reported today. So the number isn't 208 as it was Monday. It's 210 right now.
It's about one murder every 2,000 New Orleanians. One murder every 2,000 of us. That's crazy.
Right. Yep.
Rafael, always a pleasure.
Thank you. All right. Next time, I hope it's better news.
Yeah, me too. Hopefully we get these trends going in the other direction. That's Rafael Goyeneche from the Metropolitan Crime Commission. Now, I highly recommend going to the site, getting those email blasts like I got yesterday with all the crime stats, murders, carjackings, just the 4 major violent crimes. And then on Wednesday, the arrests and the prosecutions. I mean, exactly what needs to be done. Yeah, I don't like that this is a national headline and they probably got the info from the Metropolitan Crime Commission, but how do we actually address the problem and fix it if we don't know what's going on? Thank God for the Metropolitan Crime Commission. Corey Johnson with you till 6.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralocks, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralocks technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralocks is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
Which Metro New Orleans area restaurant made CNN's top 50 in America and ThrillList.com's top 25 and has served presidents at the White House for over 40 years? Trey Yen in Mandeville.
For over 30 years, one of the premier security companies in New Orleans and South Louisiana has been Tommy's Lock and Alarms. And right now, Tommy's Lock and Alarms is hiring. Come and work for one of the best security companies in the region with great pay, great benefits, and a take-home vehicle. Tommy's Lock and Alarms is hiring, and they're looking for you. To apply for one of these coveted positions, go online to Tommy'sLockandAlarms.com. Tommy's Lock and Alarms.
Young's Dry Cleaning has free pickup and delivery. That's That's right. Young's Dry Cleaning has absolutely free pickup and delivery. Home or office, East Bank or West Bank. Call Young's at 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
Greater New Orleans, a destination for learning. With 13 colleges and universities and a booming job market, Greater New Orleans is the ultimate destination for your higher education. Your path to the future begins in Greater New Orleans. Find out more at studynola.com.
The Port of New Orleans Napoleon Terminal is nearly doubling in size, with 4 new gantry cranes being installed and over $100 million being invested. That means lots of new jobs, port traffic, and tax dollars for the city. The Port of New Orleans, your port.
Rouse's Markets means convenience. Every one of our 65 locations opens at 7 a.m., some at 6:30, and they're open until 10 p.m., with some staying open till 11 or even midnight. Convenience. Rouse's Markets. Tastes like home.
Have a painting project but can't decide on the perfect color? At Helm Paint and Decorating, we offer half-pint paint samples in any Benjamin Moore color for under $5, so you can test potential paint colors before investing in a full gallon.
Helm Paint and Benjamin Moore. Let us steer you in the right direction.
River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NoAC.com, your cool spot. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NoAC.com, your cool spot.
The city's premier day spa experience is at the Woodhouse Day Spa with 4 area locations: New Orleans, Slidell, Baton Rouge, and Metairie. A day of relaxation is just moments away at the Woodhouse Day Spa. NOLA.woodhousespas.com.
Ford F-150, #1 seller in America. What about in the USA? Let's see, what about in the world? Who sells more trucks than Ford? Nobody. It's because the Lamarck team is the real team. All that makes it happen is one goal: everybody having a great experience at Lamarck Ford. We became #1 for a reason, because we're good, and we need to prove it every day, every deal, all of the time.
Recently, Kim Kardashian was seen at Super Discount Store in Chalmette.
Let's party.
Can you think of any other celebrities that won't sue us? Super Discount Store in Chalmette. The lowest prices allowed by Louisiana law on wine, alcohol, and cold beer. 3235 Paris Road.
If you love Katie's Restaurant in Mid-City, you're going to love Bienvenue in Harahan. The same folks bringing a little of that New Orleans flavor to Hickory Avenue. If you love Katie's, come to Bienvenue on Hickory Avenue in Harahan.
Yeah, you right, Crescent City and beyond. Corey Johnson with you on a Tuesday afternoon. We do it every weekday afternoon, 2 big hours on the radio and YouTube, 4 to 6 o'clock. 90 minutes of fun, 4 to 5:30 on television. All over South Louisiana on TV, Cox Channel 4, Spectrum Channel 333. If you missed the beginning of the program, you missed Rafael Goyeneche for about the last 30 minutes. Sadly, New Orleans, the official murder capital of the United States. Add 2 more to the list, Rafael said. 210 murders so far in 260 plus days. Something wrong with that. Jefferson Parish judge sentencing a 16-year-old to 55 years in jail for the attempted armed robbery and the carjacking in Harahan. The jury deliberated for less than an hour. This was just cut and dry. They're not messing around in Jefferson. And, you can take an angle like, oh, wow, they're trying to send a message. Yeah, exactly. They're trying to send a message that we're going to do what's right in Jefferson Parish. 3 strikes, you're out. It was a heinous crime. We're not messing around. We don't care that it's a juvenile. Don't come do this in Jefferson Parish. Look at Plaquemine Parish. Don't do it in Plaquemine, trying to send a message. We're not like New Orleans. And New Orleans is proactively trying to change. Anyone who accepts this behavior or tries to justify it or blame someone else or make excuses, something mentally wrong with you. You're broken. I'll try to help you out with a $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificate. What is I think it's pronounced Katori Forest. Where is the Katori Forest? Give me the answer to that. I got a $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificate for you. I'll give you a hint. It's in Louisiana. Where is the Katori Forest? 50 big bucks at the Woodhouse can be yours. Rouse's Markets phone lines 504-766-9480. That's how you dial us up. Rouse's Markets phone lines 766-9480. Hey, we know about Fort Pike and these other forts. Where is the Spanish fort located? Where is the Spanish fort located to protect the city? Give me the answer to that. I got a $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificate for you. It was in the Bywater. It was called Sugar Park. What was Sugar Park in the Bywater? No longer there. Actually, 2 locations. I remember the old original location. What was Sugar Park in the Bywater? Give me the answer to that. I've got a $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificate for you. Rouse's Markets phone line 766-9480. It's the oldest museum in Louisiana, and it's got the second largest Confederacy collection memorabilia in the world. Where's this museum? Give me the answer to that. 50 big bucks are yours at the Woodhouse. And it's the only quarterback to beat LSU 4 times in the history of college football, in the history of LSU football. Only one quarterback has beaten LSU football 4 times. I mentioned an Sports Illustrated article from years ago that was highlighting this particular QB and made a James Bond reference. His name is Bond, James Bond, but, use this guy's name instead. Anyway, Tiger fans, I'll give you another hint. You just played the team that this guy played QB for. Lots of questions, lots of trivia, and that means a few $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificates available. Rouse's Markets phone lines to participate. You're listening on the radio, watching on TV, checking us out on YouTube. 504-766-9480. 766-9480. Where is the Katori Forest? Where's the Katori Forest located? Give me the answer to that. I got a $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificate for you. Where is the Spanish Fort located? The Spanish Fort, not Fort Pike, the Spanish Fort located. 766-9480. What was Sugar Park in the Bywater? What was Sugar Park in the Bywater? 766-9480. Oldest museum in Louisiana, happens to have the second largest collection of Confederacy memorabilia in the world. Where's that museum? 50 big bucks at the Woodhouse can be yours. 766-9480. And the only quarterback to beat LSU 4 times in the history of college football, in the history of LSU football. Give me the answer to any of those questions, and you're heading to the Woodhouse. 766-9480. 4 area Woodhouse locations: Mid-City, New Orleans, Metairie near North Kenner. They're on the North Shore in Slidell. They're in Baton Rouge by the Mall of Louisiana. And coming soon, a second North Shore location, the Woodhouse Day Spa Mandeville location, coming online later this year, this fall. Yeah, you right. Speaking of the North Shore, let's head over there. Christopher joins us on the program. What up, Christopher?
Hi, I'd like to take a guess at the Spanish Fort. That's over there on Robert E. Lee, isn't that?
That is which street? Robert E. Lee. That street does not exist, Christopher.
Well, yeah, Robert E. Lee. It's over there by the Greek church over there. It's like the remnants of it is still left. It's by the levee over there.
Yeah. Caddy corner from the Greek church on what would that be, like Allen Toussaint Boulevard, and maybe is that Beauregard?
Yeah, J.T. Beauregard. Yeah, that's right. They changed the name, but it's right over there by the Spanish Fort, right there by the church over there.
Oh, Beauregard. Yeah, I guess his name would get yanked off that street, like the extension of Wisner to the lake.
Yeah, right there at the lake, right past Robert E. Lee. That's the Spanish Fort. There's still some bricks left over there, but it's almost all gone.
Yeah, I think they need to do some excavation and make that right, make it more of a tourist spot. Hey, Christopher, hang on. Don't go anywhere, all right? Because you are correct. Excellent job, Christopher. Hey, let's squeeze in Jake and Metairie real quick if we can. Jake, what up in Metairie? Make it quick, Jake. Hey, what's up?
Same old, same old.
Hey, Jake, hang on a second. Jason saying, dude, it's the top of the hour. We'll come to Jake on the other side. Jake and Metairie, hang on. Christopher on the North Shore, we're coming to you. Actually, Jason's coming to you to get some info from you because you're a winner. 5 o'clock powwow on X, 93.9 FM, 107.9 FM. Don't move.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralock's Latrim company changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralock's technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralock's is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
Where can you find shish kebab in New Orleans? Lamb, beef, chicken, shrimp, plus all your other Mediterranean favorites. Lebanon's Cafe on the streetcar line. Lunch, dinner, and shish kebab. Lebanon's Cafe.
For home surveillance, it's Tommy's Lock and Alarm. With smart home technology, control lights, locks, cameras, thermostat, and your alarm, all from your phone or laptop. Smart, safe, secure. Tommy's Lock and Alarms. Google them.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com.
River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NoAC.com, your cool spot. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NoAC.com, your cool spot.
When you think of Fury's restaurant in Metairie, you think about their daily lunch specials like red beans and rice, black-eyed peas, white butter beans, liver and onions. Daily lunch specials. Fury's restaurant in Metairie.
Greater New Orleans, a destination for learning. With 13 colleges and universities and a booming job market, Greater New Orleans is the ultimate destination for your higher education. Your path to the future begins in Greater New Orleans. Find out more at studynola.com.
The Woodhouse Day Spa, the premier day spa experience, is now more convenient than ever. Now open, the Woodhouse Day Spa, Metairie location, West Esplanade at Transcontinental. Metairie and Kenner's premier day spa experience is at the Woodhouse Day Spa.
Rouse's, New Orleans grocery store. Rouse's has the only full-service grocery stores both in the French Quarter on Royal Street and in the CBD on Baronne in the old Sewell Cadillac building. The Rouse's on the river, Tchoupitoulas at Napoleon, is in a century-old warehouse. And uptown on Ferret at the corner of Valence is Rouse's all-new boutique store. With 7 locations in Orleans Parish, Rouse's is New Orleans grocery store. Rouse's Markets. Taste like home.
Hi, this is Joey Helm. My dad, Bunky Helm, had a vision of a locally family-owned store serving the residential and commercial paint needs of New Orleans. I think Dad would be proud of today's Helm Paint and Decorating, and here's why. We have the best technical staff in the business, providing the best color matching service in Southeast Louisiana. Perfect matching for any color and any brand. And we'll save your colors so you don't have to save those old cans. Helm Paint offers free 2-hour delivery. Our in-store decorators will assist you on deciding what color and type of paint to best showcase your home. But most importantly, as your local independent Benjamin Moore dealer, our products provide the greatest value in the paint industry. Superior coverage, and Benjamin Moore paint simply covers better and lasts longer. New Orleans is a city of vibrant color, and no one else provides the paints of New Orleans like Helm Paint and Decorating. Visit any of our 6 locations or online at helmpaint.com.
Helm Paint, let us do you right. Helm Paint and Supply.
Super Discount Store in Chalmette.
3235 Paris
The
Road.
lowest price allowed by Louisiana law on wine, alcohol, and beer.
Worth the drive from anywhere.
If you're throwing a party and need wine, alcohol, and cold beer, Super Discount Store in Chalmette.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on magazine, as unique as you.
In New Orleans, we don't eat to live. We live to eat.
More is better.
Scott Craig of Katie's.
That is our slogan. More is better at Katie's. It means more of everything. Not just more food, more smiles, more friendship, more love. More. When you do something, you have to do it right. You know, it's all about more, and it's all more of the good things.
Get more at Katie's Restaurant in Mid-City.
Wasn't Speed Racer the weakest person on the program? I mean, it's a battle between him and the kid. That Chim Chim's a monkey. He had no control. Who's the kid? What candy kid? Sparky? Spritle. That says it all. Spritle. That's his name, Spritle. I could do without Spritle and Speed. Everybody else was pretty cool. Speed Racer Talk tomorrow. 5 o'clock power hour coming your way. You are on the neutral ground. Corey Johnson with you. Yeah, Spritle and Speed were the weakest people on that cartoon. Trixie, she looked pretty hot, sexy, flew a helicopter. Take a helicopter around? What's wrong with that? Racer X, he was out. I'm not staying home with these weird parents. Going out and chase chicks and have a good time in my Racer X outfit. Sparky was just a mechanic. Sparky Plugs, he was all right. Told you about Chim Chim. He probably didn't want to be around Spritle. Anyway, so much for Speed Racer. Corey Johnson with you, 5 o'clock power hour coming your way. Yeah, you right. Thanks for checking us out on the radio, on TV, on YouTube. Let's hit the phone lines. Rouse's Markets phone line, 766-9480. New Orleans official murder capital of the world. Jefferson Parish judge sentenced a 16-year-old to 55 years in jail for a vicious armed robbery and a carjacking, two separate crimes. Last night, 9 p.m., New Orleans East I-10, man fatally shot in his car. Trash hasn't been picked up in over 2 weeks in part of the 7th Ward. Welcome to New Orleans. Let's head to the phone lines. Rouse's Markets phone lines, 766-9480. Temetry, Louisiana, a.k.a. New Orleans West, home of traffic. Lots and lots of traffic. What up, Jake?
Hey, Corey.
Is this Jake O'Donnell, former NBA referee? I guess not. What up, Jake in Metry?
Hey, Corey.
Is this Jake O'Donnell, former NBA referee?
No, you got the wrong one.
All right. What's happening, man? What's going on in Metry, Louisiana?
It's quiet out here right now.
There you go. Not on Vets and Cleary, Jake. It's a traffic, no. You know what?
I heard that.
Yep.
Listen, I was calling about the Confederate Museum. Is that the one on Camp Street?
That is the one on Camp Street, Jake.
I've been there since I was 10 years old when I first entered that place. And that was in 1959 or 59 or so.
It was only about 70 years old then. It's from 1891, and it does have the second largest collection of Confederacy memorabilia in the world. It was known as the Confederacy Museum. Now they've changed the name, the Civil War Museum, which is, you can go politically correct. I don't think so. I mean, no one wants to be Having the number one collection of Confederacy memorabilia, that goes like in I have the most Nazi memorabilia almost.
That's the change of the name is I think New Orleans thing.
I think it's smart. I mean, who wants the Confederacy Museum? You don't want anything named after the Confederacy. It's a Civil War museum that just happens to have an emphasis on Confederacy items. It's in New Orleans in the South. So I don't think that's PC. I think that's smart. I don't want anything Confederacy, Why would I want anything connected to the Confederacy? I don't want anything. Why would I want that?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to say I disagree with you, but we have a lot of empty monument stands in New Orleans.
Oh no, there's room to put stuff on them, Jake. We'll come up with something better. I don't care one way or the other. I don't believe in getting rid of history. No, I don't either. I don't believe in getting rid of history, but you're not getting rid of it. History's always there. But getting rid of some, these monuments were put up to basically, why would you put up a Confederate monument after the Civil War, Jake? What would be the reasoning? Is it let's these heroes of ours, or hey, we're white, we're in control?
Let me answer your question.
Please. Yeah.
Why would they put up a monument to Robert E. Lee? Robert E. Lee served in the United States Army for many years.
Yeah, I think 29 years in the U.S. Army. I think 5 and 4 in the Confederacy. No, Virginia states were bigger than the country. No, I get you. But
when the
war
was over, he was a humanitarian and a president of a university.
Yeah, but he's on the wrong side, and he lost.
Well, he was on the wrong side,
and he lost. So why would you put up a monument for him? Tell me an example of that. Where is somebody who was on the wrong side and you put up a statue for him? Jake, I don't hate Robert E. Lee. I understand the greatness of the man. Grant said this. You can read about it. I get it, but I'm a Southerner.
Well, you just mentioned Grant.
Yeah, Grant and Robert E. Lee had a lot of respect for each other.
General Grant, after the war, admired this man so much.
Yep, no doubt. That's all true. I think I said a great general, but and states were bigger than the country back then. It was a different deal.
That was a different time.
It was, but still, it doesn't mean you erect a statue. So the statues basically were white people in control, not liking black people, putting up these monuments of the old Confederacy. It's insane. So maybe, Landry didn't handle it right. People didn't like change, but that's like a yesteryear topic. And honestly, Jake, it's hard to defend any of that. I don't want to erase history, but I like Allen Toussaint. I grew up out there, and I like Allen Toussaint Boulevard. That is so much cooler than Robert E. Lee. Some Confederacy war general I want representing me from 1860s, or do I want Allen Toussaint, this great local New Orleans musician? So I get your point. I don't want to erase, history, but these were...
Well, that's what you're doing in New Orleans today.
I don't think you are. There's too much history. You got rid of some... 4 things. Beauregard, Jefferson Davis, Robert E. Lee, and then the ugliest one, the memorial, whatever that, I forget what it was. The
Liberty Monument?
The Liberty Monument, exactly. I don't think you're erasing history. Put them somewhere else, Jake. Put them somewhere else and make it like a Confederacy row or something so that history is never forgotten.
That sounds good.
Hey, Jake, don't go anywhere. Jason's going to get some info from you. Going to tighten you up with a $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificate. Let's head to the Best Bank. Marrera. Steve joins us. What's up, Steve?
Not much, Corey. I just want to call you, say hello, and try to answer one of them questions.
Mm-hmm.
The Kaare farce, I believe, is strictly a guess. City Park.
You said Alexandria, Louisiana, by the Kisatchie National Forest. Is that what you said?
No, I said City Park.
City Park, come on. It's a Kaare Forest, Steve, a forest.
Right.
City Park. You are correct.
Yeah, you right.
Ding, ding, ding. What do we have for her, Johnny?
Harrison Avenue by the traffic circle across the street from Old Scout Island, the Katori Forest. That, I guess the big thing is the I-610 debris that's piled up to make that little hill in the middle of it. I don't know if the little, they used to have these little cement circles with a little cement middle pad for the airplane, you know, that you could, with the string hooked to the plane and you turn. There were like two little runway areas there.
Yeah, you got remote control for that now.
Yep. You got that right. You got drones. Hey, Steve, hang on in Marrera, all right?
Okay, sir.
You are correct. Steve and Marrera, Jake and Metri, they're both heading to the Woodhouse, probably tightening up their lady friends. They're going to the Woodhouse. Yep, the Katori Forest is in City Park. Spanish Fort is to St. Boulevard by Bayou St. John. That was pretty easy. Where was Sugar Park in the Bywater? What was Sugar Park in the Bywater? No longer there. No Google, no Yahoo, no internet device. You either know the answer or you don't. One of the best at what they did on this particular day, especially nationally. What was Sugar Park in the Bywater? Hey, the only quarterback to beat LSU 4 times in the history of college football, in the history of LSU football. Give me the answer to that. You're heading to the Woodhouse Day Spa, or your lady friend is, or your husband is. 504-766-9480. Rouse's Markets phone lines, 766-9480. Hey, if you like your dry cleaner, I suggest sticking with them. But if you don't like your dry cleaner, you're tired of your dry cleaner, or you just want to experience the best. Since 1940, a New Orleans institution, Young's Dry Cleaning. Find them online, youngsdrycleaning.com.
Custom window treatments can enhance the look and value of your home. At Helm Paint and Decorating, we're proud to offer custom plantation-style window shutters by Scandia. Perfect for any window, including large frames, French doors, sliding doors, and arches. American-made SL300 shutters are available in many colors to match your personal decor. We'll come out to measure, and you'll receive fast delivery. Plus, they're virtually maintenance-free.
Helm Paint and Benjamin Moore. Let us steer you in the right direction.
Helm Paint and Supply.
The Port of New Orleans Napoleon Terminal is nearly doubling in size, with 4 new gantry cranes being installed and over $100 million being invested. That means lots of new jobs, port traffic, and tax dollars for the city. The Port of New Orleans, your port.
Ford F-150, #1 seller in America. What about in the USA? Let's see, what about in the world? Who sells more trucks than Ford? Nobody. It's because the Lamarck team is the real team. All that makes it happen is one goal. Everybody having a great experience at Lamarck Ford. We became #1 for a reason, because we're good. And we need to prove it every day, every deal, all the time.
River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NoAC.com, your cool spot. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NoAC.com, your cool spot.
Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen.
The city's premier day spa experience is at the Woodhouse Day Spa with 4 area locations: New Orleans, Slidell, Baton Rouge, and Metairie. A day of relaxation is just moments away at the Woodhouse Day Spa. NOLA.woodhousespas.com.
Super discount store in Chalmette.
3235 Paris
The
Road.
lowest price allowed by Louisiana law on wine, alcohol, and beer.
Worth the drive from anywhere.
If you're throwing a party and need wine, alcohol, and cold beer, super discount store in Chalmette.
Rouse's Market is hiring. With 65 stores, full or part-time employment, and flexible scheduling, Rouse's has a job for you, or maybe even a career. Apply at any Rouse's store or online at rouses.com.
Come to Fausto's Italian Bistro. Age-old Italian recipes like the calamari fritti or spaghetti and meatballs. Lunch Monday to Friday, dinner Monday to Saturday. 530 Vets a block before Dorignax. Fausto's Italian Bistro.
For over 30 years, one of the premier security companies in New Orleans and South Louisiana has been Tommy's Lock and Alarms. And right now, Tommy's Lock and Alarms is hiring. Come and work for one of the best security companies in the region with great pay, great benefits, and a take-home vehicle. Tommy's Lock and Alarms is hiring, and they're looking for you. To apply for one of these coveted positions, go online to tommyslockandalarms.com. Tommy's Lock and Alarms.
Young's Dry Cleaning, with 2 walk-up locations with personal service. Young's on Claiborne and Young's on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview. Young's Dry Cleaning. Call 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralocks, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralocks technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralocks is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
Yeah, you right, Crescent City and beyond. Corey Johnson back at you. With you every weekday afternoon. Make it a habit. Spread the word. Tell your friends. Radio, television, YouTube. Yeah, you right. Trisha joins us on the program. What's happening, Trisha? In Kennebra.
Hey.
What's going on in Kennebra?
Not a whole lot.
Trisha, in Kenner,
Right now.
where they land some rather large aircraft at a state-of-the-art facility. How's the flyover ramp coming?
Hey, I don't think they'll ever be finished with that.
Yeah, I know
ever, never, ever.
They slowed down. I know that.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of should have built that first, but who am I,
Yeah. What's happening,
Only
Trisha?
my opinion.
Yeah, that's as important as anyone else's, I guess, right?
I think so, yeah.
And if it's informed, it actually has value.
True that.
What's going on in Kennebra? What's on your mind today, Trisha?
Well, I wanted to try to answer the LSU question.
You're too young to know that answer.
Oh, Lord. Then it's not who I think it is. Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott is a really good guess. I don't think Dak Prescott started 4 years at State. I think more like 2 or 3. And he was really that State team. You remember that year? I think like State was 1, Ole Miss was 2, or vice versa. Like in the polls, Ole Miss and Mississippi State were like 1 and 2 for a little while, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly.
He was a dynamic player.
He really
for State.
was, and he's a super nice guy.
And a Louisiana kid.
That's right. He's a Louisiana boy, North Louisiana.
Houghton or something. I forget where he's from.
Yeah, that's exactly where it is.
Yikes.
A little bitty town.
Yep. Anyway, no, that's one that I think at LSU they wanted to make him a tight end or something like that.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I know he's with the Cowboys now. My husband is a big bulldog, so.
Oh, there you go.
Anyway.
Yep. Your husband's near you, Trisha, or no?
He's not. He's inside. I just drove up and I'm sitting here in the car.
Well, if you get out the car with the cellular device, you might be able to get an answer from him. He might know if he went to State. How old is your husband?
My husband is actually 72.
Oh,
he went to State and both his daughters graduated from there. So they're all big bulldogs.
So he got out of State like in around 72-ish, early 70s?
Probably so. Yeah, it was before I met him. So this is marriage number 2 for both of us.
There you go. I got 1 out of the way. Maybe there'll be a number 2 for me. Who knows? Hey, Trisha, I'm going to tighten you up with a $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificate anyway, because I bet if you walked inside, your husband would know the answer.
He probably would, but then that would be cheating. So.
No, it wouldn't be. You can ask another individual, but no intranet device. That is, in fact, cheating. I like your honesty.
Okay.
So I feel even better tightening you up with a $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificate.
Well, you're so nice. I appreciate it.
All right, hang on. All right, Tricia. Speaking of nice, sitting in her driveway in the car, talking to me, not going inside to her husband from state, the Bulldog. Tricia, good job. But incorrect. Dak Prescott is not the answer, but it is a Mississippi State quarterback. That was a little hint we threw out there. Tiger fans, the only quarterback in the history of college football to beat LSU 4 straight years. Yeah, I was about to say, and I gave you the Mississippi State hint. I was going to say LSU owns this team. LSU's probably won 25 of the last 30 against State, if I had to guess. Like 25 of the last 30. So you got to go back a little bit farther, huh? A little further back. Wouldn't that be right? That's farther in time, further in time. Because when you're going, time is distance, isn't it? No, I guess it isn't distance. It's time. So I guess farther would be for distance and further would be for degree. And I guess even though it's distance in time, it's more of a degree, I guess. So further, you have to go further back. Anyway, I got a $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificate for you if you can tell me the only QB in college football history that beat LSU 4 times. And he went to Mississippi State. Crazy. Early 80s, another hint. I think it was 80, 81, 82, 83. That would be the Jerry Stovall era. So I guess Stovall was over with Mississippi State. Rouse's Markets phone lines 504-766-9480. 504-766-9480. If you got the answer, I got a $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificate for you. The place was called Sugar Park in the Bywater. What was it? What did they do there? And why on this particular day in America does it really stand out a little bit? What was Sugar Park in the Bywater? Give me the answer to that. 50 big bucks to the Woodhouse is yours. 504-766-9480. 504-766-9480. Every day we broadcast live from the Buddy Diliberto River Cities Total Maintenance Studios on radio, on television, on YouTube, live streaming, CoreyTalks.com. We do it all every day from the Buddy Diliberto River Cities Total Maintenance Studios. River Cities Total Maintenance. That's Fair and Honest Lucas and the boys. Honest air conditioning experts that come immediately. There's nothing else you need. You want them coming yesterday because you're inconvenienced. It's hot. Your AC's not working right. You want honest air conditioning experts that aren't going to rip you off and know what they're doing. That's what you get with Fair and Honest Lucas and the boys. Honest air conditioning experts that come immediately. Find them online at NOLAAC.com. You need AC help? NOLAAC.com. New Orleans air conditioning outfit, River Cities Total Maintenance, NOLAAC.com. We broadcast live every day from the Buddy Diliberto River Cities Total Maintenance Studios. It is a Tuesday afternoon, not quite as bad as yesterday. It was low 90s yesterday. Temperatures low 90s. Feels like $103. Today, like high 80s, 90-ish, but low humidity, like 40%. So kind of feels like the temperature. Probably 10 degrees less heat, at least feels like today than just yesterday. Hopefully we get more of that soon. I think we might have an answer. We're going to the home of the Tigers, Red Stick, the capital city, Baton Rouge, Tiger Town. Don joins us in BR. What up, Don?
Corey. I watch the show all the time, and I'm pretty sure I have the answer to that question.
Wow, you're confident, Don. You're very confident. Where do you live in BR, Don?
I'm really not quite sure the exact area because I'm like I said, I'm from New Orleans, but I kind of ended up out here 2 years ago.
Huh.
So I kind of stayed.
You don't know the area of Baton Rouge that you live in?
East Baton Rouge, I know that.
East Baton Rouge. What would be East?
Yeah, I'm around off Greenwell Springs.
Okay, there you go. Got you. Okay, that answers that. All right, cool. All right, what's your answer, Don?
I'm a Saints fan, but I'm going to go with Danny Werfel.
Danny Werfel is a great guess. University of Florida. I remember at one point LSU led that series by a few games, and then Spurrier comes online, and I think Spurrier was like, I want to say like 11-1, 12-1 against LSU.
And he loved Danny Werfel. He was a big time Danny Werfel fan.
Yep.
Of course, being his coach.
Yep. Danny Werfel is a great guess. Florida would have been 4-0 against LSU when Werfel was on the team, but Werfel didn't start all 4 years, so that answer is incorrect.
Yeah, you're wrong.
What?
Yep. But a good guess. You married, Don?
No.
Nope.
Divorced.
You got a girlfriend?
Yeah. No, I'm too old for that now.
How about a sister, a daughter?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm going to tighten you up with a $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificate, and you can,
I can't believe it's not Danny Werfel.
It's not Danny Werfel, Don.
All right.
You got to go back about 40 years, early 80s, Stovall era, 80 through 83.
Wow. Gee.
Yep.
Ouch. All right.
Don in Baton Rouge, hang on, because Jason's going to get some info from you, and we're going to tighten you up with a $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificate, because I liked your answer, Danny Werfel, and the logic. Florida was like at 12-1. I'll tell you a crazy story. True story. Steve Spurrier was at, I guess, Duke at the time. And LSU was looking for a new coach after the Curly Hallman debacle. No, actually, sorry. After the Mike Archer debacle. Actually, I'm messing this up. It was actually when Arnsbarger was leaving LSU. He recommended strongly to LSU to hire Archer as head coach. And LSU, as the story goes, Steve Spurrier, I shouldn't say as the story goes, Steve Spurrier told me this story. I should go try to find the tapes. This was from the Senior Bowl in Mobile, in the parking lot. It was literally when he was going to take the Redskins job. So whatever year that was, right when he was about to, he hadn't coached yet for DC. He was about to take that job. And because I remember telling him, how's the transition going to be from college to pro, all that kind of stuff. And then I asked him, how close was he to getting the LSU job? So I went down to Baton Rouge. This is Steve Spurrier telling me this. Went to Baton Rouge. All these power brokers and alumni are going, you're the guy. It's your job to lose. We want you. Spurrier, they take him to the Ruth's Chris on the interstate. He walks in. I think it was former Browns coach Sam Ratugliano was in the corner with a table with a bunch of boosters there, and they were courting Sam Ratugliano, a bunch of old school guys. So Steve Spurrier looks in and goes, I thought I was the one, and I see Sam Ratugliano across the restaurant at the Ruth's Chris in Baton Rouge. Spurrier ended up at that point, I want to say, what did he do? He was at Duke, maybe stayed at Duke like a year. Arnsbarger goes to Florida as AD, and he hires Spurrier at Florida when he told LSU to hire Archer when LSU was looking at Spurrier. Now, Spurrier is a former Florida QB, Heisman Trophy winner in the late 60s for Florida. But it's just a great story where LSU would have had Steve Spurrier as head coach after Arnsbarger instead of Mike Archer. And who knows what would have happened. I mean, Archer failed. Then you had Curly Hallman fail from I guess the last winning season was 88? It was 7-4. So losing seasons, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. Isn't that right? Or up to 95. I guess then DiNardo came in. 96 was a winning season. 97, 98, 99 were losing. And then Saban in 2000. I think I've got that right. 43 years ago, this QB was a true freshman at Mississippi State, beat LSU. Then he did it as a sophomore in 81. Then he did it as a junior in 82. Then he did it as a senior in 83. All 4 years of the Stovall era, this Mississippi State quarterback was 4-0, the only quarterback to beat LSU 4 times in the history of college football, of LSU football. Name that Mississippi State QB. And I told you there was a Sports Illustrated article. I remember this as a kid. They used the James Bond reference to start the article. The name is Bond, James Bond. They used that line to start the article with this QB's name. And I remember he had a rib injury. And the article in the first paragraph talking about, instead of, the bulletproof vest or something, he had a flak jacket to protect his ribs. This guy was a passing and running sensation for State, and he beat LSU 4 times. Give me the answer to that. I got a $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificate. Come on, Tiger fans. The only QB that's beaten the Tigers 4 times you don't know? 766-9480. No cheating, no intranet device, no Google, Yahoo, DuckDuckGo, Bing, none of that. You either know the answer or you don't. I've given you enough hints. Rouse's Markets phone lines 504-766-9480. 504-766-9480. Well, you're frowning at me, Jason. I got to stop giving away to anyone that calls. Would that be right? The callers. I'm looking for the battleship that has the monument in Hawaii, and they're going USS Alabama, and I'm going close enough, and has absolutely nothing to do with it. Yeah, maybe you're right, Jason. I need to tighten up the rules a little bit. Hey, we're looking for that stadium on Claiborne and I-10. Yeah, dude, that's old Tulane Stadium. No, it's the Superdome. I'll tighten you up anyway. Maybe you're right, Jason. These $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificates are gold. Rouse's Markets phone line 766-9480. Speaking of gold, what was Sugar Park in the Bywater? No longer there. What was it? 504-766-9480. I was about to ask Don in Baton Rouge if Fleur de Lis Pizza reopened today. I think it's National Pepperoni, not National Pizza Day, National Pepperoni Pizza Day. So there's a National Pizza Day too, I'm assuming, but this is the sub day, the pepperoni day. Maybe there's a cheese pizza day. Absolutely ridiculous. If there's a pepperoni pizza day, there better not be a National Pizza Day. This better be it. Even Lincoln and Washington don't have their own holiday. They morphed it into President's Day. It's going to have the Pizza Day. Yeah, Pizza Day is on March 10th. But in September, we got Pepperoni Pizza National Day. Yeah, next week's Deep Dish Day. Thin crust in December. And it's ridiculous. Anyway, Fleur de Lis Pizza, that rectangular pizza in Baton Rouge, government at Jefferson Highway, which closed, couldn't find employees. They shut down 6 weeks ago. You don't want them just to go away. I could eat that Fleur de Lis pizza once a week and get a little Louis burger from campus, some hash browns and a Louis hamburger. Why can't Camellia Grill make what Louis makes? Huh, Camellia Grill? Well, dirty in there too. Clean it up. Used to be better. Get back to the cloth napkins. Clean it up. I'll never forget Jason. This was unreal. I'm in Camilla Grill, and I sat in there and ate. This was pre this era. This was like when they had cloth napkins and it was cleaner, and Harry was there and all that. I'm sitting there waiting at like, I don't know, 10 at night. Every stool is packed. The booths on the side, you know, I'm sitting there waiting like everybody else. It's standing room only. And this lady's like reading a book, a novel. And I guess she's so enthralled with the book. I remember like Harry, someone puts her cheeseburger down right in front of her. And she takes the bun off the top, but then she continues to read the book. And I'm just sitting there watching. I'm not kidding you. One of those big bad boy roaches crawls up from under the counter, crawls up right in front of her, goes right up on the plate and plops down right on top of the burger. I mean, it is right on the burger. And the lady's still got the novel. And I'm just watching this. And I'm just saying she can put ketchup on that, put the bun, because I would have stopped her. She literally puts the book down and kind of drops her shoulders like, oh, okay. And then she's about to get looks at the burger and just pushes the plate away. The roach scampers out. She goes, no, oh no, and just stands up and beelines out of there. They literally scoop the burger off, threw it in the thing, wipe the counter down. Next. I think I sat in her spot and got a waffle and a burger. You know, when you're younger, you just don't really give a crap. As you get older, you start, I don't know, complaining more aware. Things aren't like they used to be. Maybe they're not really as good. It's a combo of the two. I don't know. It's a getting older phenomenon. Hey, Latrim, the global manufacturing giant, is hiring. If you live on the East Bank or the West Bank, their Elmwood facility right under the UEP Long Bridge, hiring dozens and dozens and dozens of openings. If you live on the North Shore, Latrim has a Hammond facility, and they're hiring there as well. Dozens and dozens of openings. For a full listing of positions available, go to Latrim.com. Latrim spelled Laitram. Latrim.com. Corey Johnson with you on a Tuesday. New Orleans, officially the murder capital of the United States. 210 murders in 260-something days. 52 murders per 100,000 residents, or 5.2 murders, a little over 5 for every 10,000, which breaks down to roughly 1 murder for about every 1,900 New Orleanians, roughly. 1 murder for every 1,900 of us. Like there's I guess a 1 in 1,900 chance that you're going to get murdered in New Orleans. I guess that number would be, you know, it's probably not accurate. If you go to certain areas of New Orleans, I think you probably have it increase, I guess, from 1 in 1,900. But I think most people, it's the chance isn't that high. But still, 52 murders per 100,000. St. Louis has 45, so overtaken St. Louis. When you're in the St. Louis, Baltimore, Detroit, San Juan, Puerto Rico for United States, when you're in Brazil, Mexico, Venezuelan cities, when you're in that group, it's just not good. It's not where you want to be when it comes to murder, violent crime. Check this out. New Orleans has 3 times the murders per capita as Chicago. 3 times. New Orleans has 15 times the murders per capita of New York. 15 times more. Unbelievable. Jefferson Parish judge sentenced a 16-year-old to 55 years in jail for that armed robbery attempt and then the carjacking in Harahan. 1-hour jury deliberation. 55 years for the 16-year-old. DA Jason Williams starting to do the same type of stuff. The Linda Fricky case, the Bridge City guys with the carjacking, they're getting tried as adults. You got to try these people as adults. Are you kidding me? 16 years old today? I mean, 16 years old today is 20 years ago, 20, 30 years ago. I mean, 10, 12, 14-year-old kids are like so advanced. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Now, Jefferson's sending out a message. Last night, 9 o'clock, New Orleans East I-10, right near the Chef exit, a man fatally shot in his car. Unbelievable. Trash has not been picked up for 2+ weeks in some parts of the 7th Ward. Metro is on the way out picking up trash, so I don't even think they care at this point. It's all about, I got 2 months left in the contract. How little money can I spend? And they're not happy that they're getting out in 2 months. They feel the city screwed them around. Ivy Waste takes over, and I think, what's the Trash Pro or something? I forget. Hey, Slice Pizza on St. Charles Avenue at MLK, Old Melpomene, closing. Yeah, 18 years. That was a good piece of pie. I like Slice. I'd go in there and get a slice. 18 years. One of the better pizza joints, I think, in New Orleans. For sure, Slice was good. May have to go in there before they shut it down. Corey Johnson with you on a Tuesday. Hey, you on the Causeway? I got a great phone number for you. The phone number to Trey Yen. Why don't you call in right now and get a to-go order? 985-626-4476. 626-4476. Mom, Dad, the kids, they'll love a big old to-go order from Trey Yen. Don't forget the Tung Cho sauce. Or better yet, you South Shore, North Shore folks, dine in. Some of the best Chinese food. It isn't Chinese food. Some of the best Chinese cuisine anywhere. We're blessed to have it. Trey Yen in Mandeville.
Come on down to New Orleans' own Bourbon Street, the toilet of the Crescent City. Literally. Need to urinate? Pee right on one of the historic buildings. Need to vomit? It's okay. Throw up right in the street. Bourbon Street. Prostitution, drugs, strip joints, daiquiri shops, and trinket stores. The toilet of the Crescent City. Come on down. It's Bourbon Street.
When you think of Fury's restaurant in Metairie, you think about the freshest local seafood anywhere. Shrimp, oysters, speckled trout, flounder, snapper, soft shells, crawfish. Fury's restaurant in Metairie.
At Home Paint and Decorating, our paints are in it for the long haul. In fact, our Top Benchmark exterior paints come with a lifetime warranty. Not 25 years, not 50 years, we mean forever. You heard right. At Helm Paint, our top exterior paints have a lifetime warranty against chipping, peeling, and flaking. They also are mildew resistant. Imagine painting your home one time and being done with it. Visit any one of our locations today and make that once-in-a-lifetime purchase. Paint that has a lifetime warranty. Helm Paint and Benjamin Moore. Let us steer you in the right direction.
River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NoAC.com, your cool spot. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NoAC.com, your cool spot.
The Port of New Orleans Napoleon Terminal is nearly doubling in size, with 4 new gantry cranes being installed and over $100 million being invested. That means lots of new jobs, port traffic, and tax dollars for the city. The Port of New Orleans, your port.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on magazine, as unique as you.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com.
Greater New Orleans, a destination for learning. With 13 colleges and universities and a booming job market, Greater New Orleans is the ultimate destination for your higher education. Your path to the future begins in Greater New Orleans. Find out more at studynola.com.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralox, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralox technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralox is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latram.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
Rouse's, New Orleans grocery store. Rouse's has the only full-service grocery stores both in the French Quarter on Royal Street and in the CBD on Baronne in the old Sewell Cadillac building. The Rouse's on the river, Tchoupitoulas at Napoleon, is in a century-old warehouse. And uptown on Ferret at the corner of Valence is Rouse's all-new boutique store. With 7 locations in Orleans Parish, Rouse's is New Orleans grocery store. Rouse's Markets. Taste like home.
For home surveillance, it's Tommy's Lock and Alarms. With high-definition night vision surveillance systems, letting you see what's going on. Home surveillance that's smart, safe, secure. Tommy's Lock and Alarms. Google them.
Young's Dry Cleaning has free pickup and delivery. That's right. Young's Dry Cleaning has absolutely free pickup and delivery. Home or office, East Bank or West Bank. Call Young's at 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
If you love Katie's Restaurant in Mid-City, you're going to love Bienvenue in Harahan. The same folks bringing a little of that New Orleans flavor to Hickory Avenue. If you love Katie's, come to Bienvenue on Hickory Avenue in Harahan.
The Woodhouse Day Spa, the premier day spa experience, is now more convenient than ever. Now open, the Woodhouse Day Spa, Metairie location, West Esplanade at Transcontinental. Metairie and Kenner's premier day spa experience is at the Woodhouse Day Spa.
The Lamarck Automotive Collision Center, it's open now. We fix cars and trucks. We do all makes and models. And it doesn't have to be a Ford or a Lincoln. It could be whatever you're driving. 32,000 square feet under roof, now open at 3101 Williams Boulevard. It's all about you, the customer, getting the most for your dollar. I would say the most perfect collision center anyway. The Lamarck Automotive Collision Center, 3101 Williams Boulevard. Go check it out.
Hey, Katie's in Mid-City. What a great place to wind down the day. What a great place to get some New Orleans specialties, big portions, a taste of the Crescent City, great for sharing. The quintessential New Orleans neighborhood restaurant. You know Katie's in Mid-City. You folks over there in Harahan, River Ridge, Elmwood, Old Jefferson, the Katie's of Harahan is Bienvenue on Hickory, right in the curve on the road. The Katie's of Harahan, Bienvenue. Check them out tonight. Katie's in Mid-City. Corey Johnson with you on a Tuesday. Boy, I was checking out the United States top 10 markets for venture capital investment for just the second quarter of 2022, April, May, and June of this year. Over $46 billion in the top 10 markets in America. The San Francisco Bay Area for venture capital investment, more than double New York, Metro New York. That just tells you the tech industry, Silicon Valley, booming San Francisco still. A rocket ship with insane rents and expensive everything, and it just continues to go. $18 billion in 3 months. $6 billion a month on average of venture capital investment in that metro area. San Francisco area, $18 billion. Greater New York City, $8 billion. Greater Boston, all those universities, $7 billion. Those are your big three, those three markets. San Fran, $18 billion. New York, $8 billion. Boston, $7 billion in venture capital investment in just the second quarter of this year. Greater Los Angeles, $4 billion. Now, here's where it gets absolutely crazy. I mean, San Fran, you get it. New York City, you get it. Boston, LA, you get it. Population centers, the universities in Boston, LA and New York are gigantic. San Francisco's gigantic, plus Silicon Valley. You know who's fifth? U.S. top 10 markets, venture capital investment, the second quarter of 2022, April, May, and June. Fifth most The real estate, the research triangle in North Carolina, Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill. Fifth most venture capital investment, $3 billion, $1 billion a month, $1 billion a month going into the research triangle in North Carolina. Greater Seattle was sixth with $2.5 billion. 3 cities tied for seventh at $2 billion in venture capital investment over the last 3 months. Austin, Texas, San Diego, and Denver, Colorado. Greater DC with $1.5 billion was 10th on the list. No, what blew me away, San Fran far and away, I mean more than double New York. 18 billion for San Fran, 8 billion for New York, 7 billion for Boston, huge numbers. LA 4 billion. Research Triangle, North Carolina, 3 billion. Their fifth largest U.S. market of venture capital investment coming in. Just billions of dollars. I don't know where New Orleans is anywhere near that list. When Michael Heck joins us on Friday's show, we'll ask him about it, that's for sure. Hey, Rouse's Market, best quality, best price, best selection. Tastes like home. Those Rouse's labeled items I've been telling you about, high quality, low prices. They seek out the best local, regional, national, even international products. They go straight to the people that produce it. We want your stuff. We want to put a Rouse's label on it. They come to an agreement. They're buying in bulk. They're cutting out the middleman. This is all real. And you're getting high quality at super low prices. The best quality for the best price. That's typical Rouse's. That's what they do for you. I'm not a big off-brand buyer. Seriously. I got to know that it's high-quality stuff. Rouse's Markets, I did like a taste test with this extra virgin olive oil, which, by the way, they had 3 different levels. And I did like a Cola Vita extra virgin olive oil. It's like $20. The Rouse's was like 11. Exact same color, exact same taste. I think Rouse's went to Cola Vita and got them. That's just my guess. I might be wrong. They went to some Italian vendor and got some great Italian olive oil, and that's what I've been using lately, not the Cola Vita. And I am not a off-brand buyer because most off-brands are a lower quality item, and I don't want that. With Rouse's, you don't sacrifice quality, and you save a lot of money with those Rouse's labeled items. Only at those 65 Rouse's locations around the region. Corey Johnson with you on a Tuesday afternoon. Yeah, you right. What was Sugar Park in the Bywater? You got an answer to that? I got 50 big bucks for you at the Woodhouse Day Spa. Rouse's Markets phone line, 766-9480. 766-9480. The only quarterback in college football history to beat LSU 4 times. He's from Mississippi State. Did it during the Stovall era. Sports Illustrated had an article about him, a profile on him. Had a flak jacket to protect his ribs. They used the James Bond. You know, they use that kind of lineage, verbiage to whatever to start the article on this particular quarterback who beat LSU 4 times, the only QB to do it. Especially back then. Freshman QBs didn't start major college 43 years ago. Didn't happen. Corey Johnson with you. Jefferson Parish judge not messing around. That 16-year-old, that the attempted armed robbery, then the carjacking of the elderly couple. Did it in Harahan. Jefferson Parish judge sentences that 16-year-old to 55 years in jail. 55 years. Sending out a super strong message. That crap that goes on in New Orleans, we're not going to tolerate that in Jefferson Parish. And it's justice. It's 3 times you're out, 3 strikes, all of that. Violent crime. No, DA Jason Williams is starting to approach it that way. You get the NOP doing the right stuff, which they've been doing. Just need more of them. You get Jason Williams, the DA, who's coming around, kind of 86 in this woke stuff, this, kind of, I don't know, living in kind of a wishful thinking world than a real world, and in violent New Orleans. We had him on the program just a few weeks ago. You can check that interview out on YouTube. Corey Johnson, Neutral Ground, our YouTube channel. Click to subscribe on that. No, it's those judges, the ones that are hyper woke, that kind of came in with this fantasy type mentality of how the world is. And I don't know if they're realizing it like Jason Williams is, that, man, we can't really do this. Can't do this and make New Orleans safe. Can't be done. Hey, every day this program on radio, television, and YouTube, brought to you by the Lamarck Automotive Complex, and now Lamarck Crescent City Ford in Elmwood. That's right, Blue Boy. The big store at the Automotive Complex in Kennebra and across the parish by the river, Lamarck Crescent City Ford. Every day the program brought to you by those two entities. Thank you, Ronnie Lamarck, and thank you for checking out the program. See you mañana, 93.9 FM New Orleans. What's that, Blue Boy? You ready for a little walk? I hear you, buddy. Down, buddy.